Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Z1R Random Percent 2023 tournament. We're in the final week of Swiss. We've got a match for you today between Ellendar and WARPATH. They have gone 1-3 so far. The winner of this will move up to 2-3 and be in a pretty good spot moving into the bracket stage for seeding potential. I'm Smile, and I've got CD Improv here to tell you all about it. Hi, CD.
Hey, Smile Fires, how are you doing today?
All right, had a pretty good day, ready to settle in for Z1R.
Awesome, and we have the bestest of trackers in the background in Diesel Pilot, who also did our setup for us, so, pulling double duty today. So what are you hoping to see most? Are we looking for shapes? Are we looking for item shuffle? Are we looking for, like, all the whiz robes to be on the enemies, on the overworld?
Well, I would like some wizrobes on the enemies. That might make things a little bit easier, but I did see a lot of vanilla items yesterday. I'm hoping for shuffled items, maybe even hard shuffle.
Yeah, I think I've kind of decided that is going to be my remorse flag.
Oh, like force on shuffled items?
Turn it on. I mean, I'll do vanilla dungeons, but it would be really nice to know that I'm not digging it for the same thing. Like, and that Red Ring might not be in level 9.
Yeah, we could shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Starting at a lake.
All right. Well, we got a recorder lake start. That's always kind of funky. You get a decent amount of access to the overworld because there's a bunch of open caves, but it's mostly a really long walk to the other side of the world until you get that ladder.
We've also got a meat start out of our options for starting items. We've got a 2-3 Triforce and a 7-8. We'll figure out which ones those are as we go. First quest level 3 entrance is brown, so we're on some kind of first quest overworld.
Yay, we actually get money today, and our NPCs are all saying different things, so we're high level 9. It is either shapes or potentially... Actually, I guess there's a room in both. First quest and second quest 9, so that's not going to tell us much right now.
We just don't know.
Yeah, we won't know until we get a little bit more information. I mean, if you... Ooh, 34 rupee bombs game.
Well, maybe we can get a nice boomstick price to make up for that.
That would be fantastic. Ellendar is going to find the Woodsword at the Woodsword Cave. That is a 50-50 flag, so it's usually, if you're anywhere near there, it's a great idea to go ahead and check. WARPATH is going to take a death, sadly, to Death Armos screen. I mean, it earned its name.
There was a lot going on there. Got Octos and the Armos.
Yeah, that's a thing. But hopefully this sends him in the direction. He might head straight back there just to kind of get that check done and over with, or he's going to head to the Woodsword screen. If you do spawn on this side of the map, it is worth checking that really early, because again, the earlier you get the weapon, the better. And we do not have sword beams or 0 HP enemies today. Oh, actually, maybe we do have sword beams. Ellendar, step! Oh, no, okay.
Nope.
We have spider dropping bombs. That's helpful. I mean,
that's a full stack of bombs right there.
Yeah, that's a great screen to farm. They went down to a single hit. They cooperated and stayed on the right part of the screen. So,
Ellendar using the bait to great effect. WARPATH is also found level 9.
Yeah, again, it's really hard to tell because if start screen shuffle is on, then there's not really a great way to know what quest that is.
But hey, start room shuffle on.
Yeah, I like start room shuffle on. That's a great flag. Except for when you walk in and out of a dungeon like 3 times because your brain is having a hard time going walk down instead of walking straight up, which takes you back out of the dungeon.
So we won't have any extra candles in this one because there was not a candle with the wood sword, so we'll have to locate that somewhere.
Yeah, on the plus side, though, we are going to have first quest money, so there is a really good chance we'll be able to afford it as WARPATH picks up his sword.
Yeah, I am getting a little curious, though, where this first quest money actually is, because we've seen a lot of shops and other things.
It's under all the burn bushes, though. You know what? Another one of those flags that just cracks me up. Oh, as sadly, WARPATH's going to take a death on this screen trying to get bombs. It's when the candle rolls into the rare shop and it's like in the middle of absolute nowhere in Death Mountain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough start there.
Because you're just going, okay, can I have a candle? Can I have a candle? Can I have a candle? And the game's like, no. But it is worth noting that the most that the candle can be blocked by is a bomb. So if you ever are having a hard time finding a candle shop, make sure you have checked all of your bomb spots, because Fred has said that the logic of the randomizer shouldn't put it behind anything like a power bracelet or a recorder.
The old man has a white sword by the Lost Hills.
Come on, Deceptive Hints! We'd love some form of item shuffle here.
And have the Armos shuffled? They have.
Alright, so we know that possibly a power bracelet, but hopefully something else is going to be on the opposite side of the world, because we already saw WARPATH on Death Armos screen and it was a cave. And yeah, WARPATH is playing as the Moblin today, which means that all of his Moblins will have turned into zombie Linky looking things. Alright, here. Oh, come on. Keep killing them. That'll get you bombs. Alright, Ellendar is hopefully going to make it in. Yep, there we go. We're just going to find another door repair. So this is actually really handy for Ellendar. He's getting a lot of these door repairs out of the way early, which is going to hopefully save him some money later for happy things like a boomstick book, if we can find it.
A lot of things you can choose to invest in when you have all that money. There's bombs for WARPATH.
Yeah, there we go. So now both of our runners have bombs, they both have a sword, and they have both seen the fact that we have a hint cave with varying hint prices beneath Death Armos. Whether or not those are true, false, deceptive, or what, you know, we won't know yet. The only thing we do know is it's not vanilla, because when it's vanilla, it goes 5, 10, 20.
WARPATH just got pinballed a little bit, so has to take a walk back.
That is always problematic. Ellendar is going to go ahead and start bombing around start. We've got a non-vanilla shop. That's great.
Arrows for 66.
Yeah, that's pretty affordable. And then there was it a 90 rupee key, I believe I saw?
You would be correct.
So to answer a question in chat, we are not sure yet. We've seen level 9, but we haven't seen enough of any other levels to be able to tell what our dungeon quests are today. As a matter of fact, the only level we have found is 9.
But yeah, the assumption you're making there that everything would be first quest, those would be 2 and 8. But we just don't know.
Alright, Ellendar now knows that whatever the Armos item is, it's gonna be on the other side of the world. WARPATH is gonna get in here, bomb this spot, and find his arrow shop. Now, arrow shops are a nice thing to find early on, especially if somehow they ended up being like the rare shop, because you don't know if your silvers are gonna be buried deep in level 9. And you might need to kill a Goma or a very large room full of bunnies.
Yeah, they can be a pretty nice pickup early. Ooh, small secret for 7.
Okay, well, that's not the nicest thing you've done today, game, but at the very least, whatever the large is, there's gonna be 3 of them. We're... okay, well, we're gonna find the magical sword. We're a very long ways away from that right now. WARPATH is gonna bomb... Okay, we've got the river spot first, and then... Oh, we're gonna get a potions letter. I like this. This is good to have, especially if you end up with first or second quest bubbles.
Yeah, WARPATH was on a WARPATH to these screens, and letters are pretty nice pickup for that.
Yeah, but you know what we still haven't seen? A lot of money, or a candle store.
Well, we did see a coast heart.
Well, alright. I mean, if we can get into level 7, I might forgive it being vanilla items, maybe? As sadly, WARPATH is going to take a death in the desert.
Yeah, level 7 immediate item staircase would be pretty nice for...
Hey!
candle.
Ellendar, turn around. There you go. Go get that candle, bud. And a 43 rupee meat. That's a good shop. We like this. And this is really convenient for Ellendar because he can double back, get that... Oh, don't die to those guys. But he can double back, get the screen that's below him. And then not have to worry about trying to make it all the way back as long as he doesn't get murdered by the Lionels.
115.
Ooh, yay! We got over 100 and there's 3 of them. To answer a question in chat, unfortunately yesterday it was misscheduled. It was always supposed to be today. Oddly enough, Ellendar had a Z1R Max Rando race yesterday, so there wasn't a whole lot that could be done. And it turns out all the candle stores are just on the east side of Hyrule.
Oh, okay, they are right next to useful things to burn. Ooh.
Wait, what did he just pick up? That was not a power bracelet.
I think that was a red candle.
Yay! Oh, well. Okay. I mean, it's a great weapon this early into the game. It's really good for dungeons, as long as your dungeons aren't just whiz robes.
You don't miss 45 rupees all that much when your large secret rolled up?
Yeah, as long as you get to keep some of it. And it looks like the blue Octoroks are still dropping bombs today, so that's helpful. And we got a level. Yeah.
6.
Let's see. Well, it's not first quest 6. Because that room to the left wouldn't be there. And, ow, it is full of wizards, though.
I think that could still be second quest.
Yeah, it could be, especially given where he's entering in that column right now with the rooms where they are. So yeah, I think that is probably second. But hey, we've got a shuffled items! This is fantastic!
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
The predictions worked out.
Yeah! And to answer a question in chat, this is a 1-in-3 match. Alright, Ellendar's like, I'm done stabbing the bunny. I don't want to. And he's gonna find a Gleeok room. Now, I think this does potentially drop in level 6. But at 3 hearts wood sword and having taken a couple of bops there, you might not want to take him on right now.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit difficult. And Ellendar did walk through a wall to get there, so this is definitely second quest 6, and that means we started with the Triforce for level 3.
Yay! I mean, we might probably dig 3 anyway, because it's not horrible. Well, depending upon where the meat block is, but we did find really cheap bait, so...
And we also started with a bait.
Oh yeah, I forgot! That's actually, if we do somehow roll both second quest for our dungeons, we now have bait for level 3, and for, I think it's either 7 or 8. Oh man, all these wizrobes? So, there's nothing that room will do other than open the shutter door. The only room, normally, the only level that would have a drop item after clearing this room is going to be 1. There is that pesky shoot room that always seems to appear right in this general direction, right in this area of any second quest 6.
It always seems like it's got the compass there, too.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is a vanilla drop room, but I'm not sure if it's the compass. I have my little cheat sheet hanging out.
Ah, okay. We found the lava moat, but don't have a ladder.
Actually, that is the vanilla compass room in level 6. And yeah, the lava mode, if that was the map, then we have incredibly vanilla drops, and Triforces are going to be in their Triforce rooms.
WARPATH's located the magical sword. Ellendar is located level 2 all the way up in the top right corner.
Alright, so level 2 isn't terrible. So far the enemy set isn't bad, but you're looking for a staircase that is actually going to have an item in it. Because second quest level 2, it switches over to a staircase instead of just 2 floor drops. We're going to get the compass in the compass room. That is, I have the cheat sheet open. This is why I made it. Though oddly enough, we're not in the normal colors, which is kind of funky. We're going to find the map in the map room. So we are looking for... The heart drop room would normally be the Gleeok room, the one with the 2 shoulders. And in second quest 2, it actually has a Gleeok in it.
Ooh, it's a Chevy.
Yeah, that could be a little problematic at the moment, especially if we can't get any higher than this. But there are plenty of rooms below us that we might be able to get into. There's also going to be a transport staircase in this level 2, since it's second quest.
Yeah, this A can be tough to get around in some of the seeds I've seen.
Apparently, WARPATH went ahead, checked the potion prices, and everybody's drinking Coca-Cola today.
Alright, good to know.
Yeah, second Chevy. The key is really nice there, actually. Early keys are always helpful. It doesn't matter what dungeon quests you have, you want as many keys as you can get.
So this is actually nowhere we can go. I think that's a firm ladder block, because this is 2 chutes.
Yeah, 2 chutes back to back. There's no way around them. And did he clear the room all the way at the top that could have been a potential staircase? Because I think that's the only thing I would want to see before that he bombed out of. Because it was the triple bar room?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so as long as he cleared that and pushed, then yeah, we are definitely ladder blocked in level 2. So, good news, bad news. Our ladder is going to be outside of level 9. Bad news, we've got to find it.
Oh, well, here's level 7. Under the Armos.
Oh. WARPATH, let's take a look. Oh, I think we have second quest the whole way. Unless there's a room up. Yeah, no. Yeah. I would say that this is second quest the entire way.
Well, we don't need the Triforce here.
That's a plus, but we might need the we might need the item if the ladder's hiding in this level that we shouldn't have to go in. So somehow WARPATH has not yet picked up his red candle. I think routing-wise, maybe he just started at a different direction, because this is a room that red candle would be amazing for. And pancakes drop bombs. Today I learned.
You know, you go to breakfast at the diner, and you just find bombs on your plate.
Well, I mean, I think I'd rather find, nice whipped butter and some tasty maple syrup, and not necessarily explosive devices.
Sorry, those were in the corned beef hash today.
Alright, well, anyway, WARPATH's gonna do a great job of killing this room. He's gonna have to touch that blue bubble before he makes it back out the door, and then just kind of dodge around these orange guys so we can have a sword.
Ellendar either fortunately or unfortunately died on the entrance to level 7 screen.
Well, it may or may not save him some time, but look, we're finding some money now that we have that candle.
Yeah, finally all the money spots are open to us.
Yeah, I mean, we did see a shop with a red ring in it. Not red ring, I'm sorry, a blue ring in it.
Got the red candle, we could probably turn the blue ring into a red ring.
That'd be fun, except for, that requires setting my favorite item in the game on fire, but... One of these days, there was actually, a lot of talk, there's been a lot of talk at several different points about trying to get Fred. Oh... Zombie Link! No, pay the hurt! So, if you find a mugger room, when you only have 3 hearts, and that's how many hearts you started the game with, the game will take the heart as payment, but it can't actually take the heart. So if you find it before you have gained any hearts, you can pay the mugger. You go into temporary Oko mode, and you become Zombie Link. But it pays off the mugger, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, maybe just didn't want to deal with that for right now.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. A lot of people, you don't really know about it until you see it the first time. Then you just go, oh, okay.
Yeah, that is true. They could listen back to this and level up their game for the brackets.
Alright, we're going to find some more door repairs. Ellendar is going to up an A. He's trying to farm bombs. I would totally go back to that blue Tektite screen that's one south of Vanilla 1.
So, in chat, what is Zombie Link? It is basically what CD said. You have effective 0 HP after giving up a heart to that mugger.
Alright, WARPATH is going to find level 6 that we've already seen. Let's see how much he decides to kind of hang out in here. We're going to get a heart for Ellendar.
First take any sighting of the day, and it's under a burn spot.
And to answer your question in chat, yeah, we've got second quest the whole way through. However, we don't have vanilla items, so they are in fact shuffled. Yay!
Yep, found that out with the Armos red candle early on. There was a coast turret, but that may just be a coincidence.
Wonder if that means that we might have Heart Shuffle would be fantastic. As Warpath's gonna find level 2. Now, it won't be long before he ends up getting ladder blocked in here as well.
I guess the other thing he could investigate is if Ellendar really didn't push that one room at the top.
Yeah, see, that is definitely something I would want to check before leaving the dungeon, because second quest 2, you're not used to thinking about staircases in level 2 if you play a lot of shapes. The skeletons are dropping bombs, by the way. And yeah, we do have our drops today are in their vanilla drop rooms. Warpath, that's a key. There you go. As Ellendar finds level 4. Now, there are 2 item staircases. Oh, dang it. We can't go zombie link. Ellendar, with the extra money, is going to go ahead and pay that mugger.
Yeah, that's okay. He had quite a good amount in his pocket already.
Yep, he's going to get a really nice clock there, which is going to pause this room so he can finish clearing it.
Oh yeah, now that I remember, I don't think this pushes into...
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this is the one I would have wanted to see somebody try pushing first, because he's going to try to bomb here to the right. Yeah, we couldn't go up north. I think we saw, we already saw that. But this is going to take you into a Chevy room, which is above 2 back-to-back vertical shoot rooms.
And we have red bats dropping rupees.
Yeah, oh, that's really good for money. That is fantastic for money.
Yeah, they just seem to come out of everywhere, so...
Yeah, I mean, especially if you... Oh, okay. Well, we got a free staircase of some kind. Oh, game. Well, this is really nice for Ellendar. That's an incredibly free wand. Just sitting in a room with red bubbles, so there you go.
Yeah, it's a very useful place to find it.
Yeah, exactly. In the room with the enemies that you definitely want to have something to use against. Like, when they hit you.
Thinking about where to spend this key.
This is a hard call in level 4. I think I would maybe scout around a little bit more just before making the choice myself. Yeah, see, there we got a door. We could try going up. This is a potential push block or drop room. Alright, and it looks like Warpath has gotten the information that he is ladder blocked in level 2, and he's going to continue exploring.
Yep, equalized on information there, at least.
Alright, we have another staircase here in level 4. That's a vanilla item room in level 4. The first was not. This one is. Ellendar is going to go ahead and pick up that blue boomerang out of the staircase in 4. Now, if we're looking for the heart drop, it's going to be in a 4-corner BMOS room. Though in the vanilla level 4, it is a dig dogger.
Heart drop might be a little nice right now. Ooh, can't go straight up to the Triforce.
Well, in this case, we're still trying to determine whether or not we have Heart Shuffle. Warpath is going to go ahead. He's about to get his red candle, which will help out a great deal in these types of dungeons or anything with a bubble. Alright, so I would clear this because it's this type of room that in Vanilla Second Quest has the heart drop. And hey, that bomb refill's pretty nice.
Yep, back up to full.
Alright,
Even
so
more
this
bombs.
is... Yay! Well, we might have to find some more bomb balls. I know there's not a lot of them in level 4, but at some point we will find a way to get up to that Triforce. Or down to the Triforce. I just reversed my... yeah. Alright, Ellendar is going to grab the Triforce out of level 4. Let's see if he goes back in, or if he's just going to be like, okay, I'll come back when the game proves to me that Heart Shuffle's on.
Seems like that may be the play here.
He's gonna take advantage of the fact that there's Tektites everywhere. Oh no, he walked right through him. I thought he was trying to refill his bombs because the Tektites are great bomb droppers. At least today they are.
He ended up using a bomb on that wall that he walked through, so that's why he's not at full right now.
I do that all the time. It's like, alright, I kind of want to see if I can do both at the same time. So it's like I drop the bomb, and then I get impatient. Alright, Warpath, meanwhile, has picked up his red candle. He is headed down towards the coast. He's going to get his first large secret. Oh! Well, oh, Ellendar, you have a wand. Yes, first quest money. Alright, we're going to get another heart pickup here from Ellendar. To answer a question in chat, do paid hints in this randomizer even do anything? There are several settings that can be on right now in the random percent tournament. If you see the hints have varying prices, it means there's going to be a hint. It could be community hints, which is half jokes, half true. It could be completely made up, but sometimes the game makes up true lies, or they can just be straight up helpful hints. Now, if you see 5, 10, and 20, that means they are vanilla hints and you don't want them because all it's going to tell you are hints from the vanilla game.
Yeah, and hints from the vanilla game don't help you when everything's been moved.
Alright, oh, Warpath has the money to buy the book.
It's not currently buying the book?
I mean, he doesn't have the wand. Ellendar has the wand. So, ooh, 36 for a medium secret. That's pretty good. Ellendar has the wand currently. Like, Warpath doesn't know where it is, so I can understand him not just picking up that book. But I have to imagine that if Ellendar gets enough money that we see him go back in and get the book, because the boomstick is just going to be OP against things like the whiz ropes, which are in the dungeon.
This is also very close to Blue Ring.
Yeah, that's hard. Alright, meanwhile, Ellendar is coming back up here. He took an unfortunate death before he could finish, exploration. He's gonna find another medium secret. That puts him so close.
Oh, Blue Ring actually rolled down. I misremembered it. So
Yay!
Warpath is gonna pick it up.
Okay, and I like this. Again, he doesn't have the wand. He knows where the book is. So this is going to give him that little bit of extra defense in all of these dungeons full of whiz robes and bubbles and other evil things.
And this time Ellendar has made it into level 7.
He's going to decide to leave because he has the Triforce for 7.
Had that moment of, wait a minute, I'm in 7.
Yeah, the I don't want to be here. Why would I want to be here? Are you going to buy arrows? All right. Oh, no. See, now I'm wondering if he's really going to try to save up money and go get that boomstick.
Getting close, just a couple more, well, medium secret and a couple smalls.
Or just farming guineas as he's going to find there's some more money. Every little bit counts. It really does. Alright, Warpath is heading in the direction of the coast, so I think we're going to see him maybe check these coast bomb spots. Oh, this is a lovely screen for Ellendar. Or, okay, where are we going, Warpath? Or were we just taking a shortcut back to where he was exploring, I guess?
Oh yeah, he's been down there because he's seen the magical sword.
Oh, okay. Oh, careful, Ellendar. This Lionel is gonna take 2 hearts for every
It's
single
okay, he turned.
hit. Yeah,
You're good.
You're okay. It was a good job using the wand and the stairs to kind of dodge him, as that is the second large secret for Ellendar. He can now buy either the blue ring or the book. Let's see which one he's going to go get.
Back to start, Blue Ring is closest.
Yeah, the book was really on the other side of the map. So again, I understand this completely. It's the extra defense you need to stay alive in the dungeons. You don't really need the map. And so far we've only seen one hint and we don't know if it was true or false.
And we've been dying a little bit.
Yeah, dying is sadly... Oh, it takes a bit of time, especially since we have to go all the way back over here. Plus, he still has a third large secret out there. As Warpath is going to find another Take Any Heart, he is now also up to 5 hearts. Though with the blue ring, it's more like 10.
Yeah, leaving a little of that second large secret on the floor is not going to be too much of an issue.
I think we're getting a book.
Ooh, here we go.
He walked right past the... Yeah, go Ellendar! Woohoo! Okay, I like this. There is still a lot of money on the board for Ellendar. We still have another large secret that's outstanding. The medium secret is only a couple off of maximum. And now, knowing that we have to go back into levels like 6 to take out those whiz robes, this is going to be a lot easier. Plus, if you get bubbled, the boomstick is going to do more damage than the red candle.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice offensive pickup now as we're slowly building up our armory.
Yay! I mean, the next thing we need is a red ring somewhere. Though I'm still waiting to see. Any of our smaller levels, other than 2, because we're ladder blocked there. All right, we've got the potions letter for Ellendar.
I'm hoping for a red ring on, like, just an unmissable part of the floor in level 1.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Just walk right in and it's just sitting there going, "Hi, I'm here." You had to find level 1, but otherwise it's free. Alright, so it's worth noting you can open up a cave on the overworld with the boomstick. It's just incredibly difficult and enemies to cooperate. Alright, we're gonna get a 6th heart here for Ellendar, so if we do find what we were told was a white sword, somewhere. I thought they had said forest, but I might be wrong. Then Ellendar can, in fact, pick it up.
I think it was Lost Hills.
Was it? Okay. Oh. That could put it under a power bracelet spot. Because we've now seen, the bomb spots in the Lost Hills. As Ellendar is going to find more bait.
Yeah, here's the hint, actually. The Tektite has a white sword by the Lost Hills.
Okay, so if that's true, then I think that puts it under a power bracelet.
Well, maybe we should get all the hearts we see then. Go get Magical Sword, second sword.
Hey, that'd be fun. As we find level 1. Alright, Red Ring, where are you?
Show it to me. Hello,
Alright.
Dodongo.
Yeah. So, drop rooms in second quest level 1. Both items are going to be on the floor. We're looking for an Aquamentus room and a 4-block like the one he's in right now. Ooh! I think that's perfectly acceptable.
I will take that over a red ring.
I mean, that gets you a heart on the coast. It gets you the ability to finish level 2. Warpath is also going to find level 1. Now he has slightly less firepower, and there is a very free Triforce here in the E.
Pretty good timing both getting here, and here's Aquamentus.
Alright, it is in fact the heart, so that is the heart in the heart room, and Ellendar already having that ladder is going to be able to grab this Triforce and leave.
So wow, he just finished the E in 5 rooms.
Yeah, isn't it nice when the game does stuff like that, where you can just grab everything and leave? It's like the enemies have decided they don't feel like fighting today. They're like, dude, we want a spa day, leave me alone. Now, this is going to be a little harder for Warpath, though. The Lambos, they're not 0 HP, but I don't know if they're full HP.
kind of nice to him.
Yeah, they were very cooperative. All right, so Warpath now has the ladder. He has the heart. Hopefully, he remembers he's in second quest level 1, which means that it's only going to have 2 floor items. He's gonna see the landmarks and decide to turn around. I like that plan.
Well, if that kicks him out, that would be kind of nice. Looks like he is gonna try it.
All right. Can't really hide in that bottom door, and the top door isn't as easy, but he's doing a pretty good job of it, and the blue ring is giving him a little bit of an extra cushion there.
This seems like a lot of bosses.
It feels like it. We've had, what, 3 Landmo rooms and an Aquamentus? Or, I'm sorry, 2 Landmos, a Moldorm, and an Aquamentus. Yeah, I think we've got extra bosses on. But yeah, it is worth good job on the Moldorms there. I always feel bad when I have to kill those guys.
Oh hey, a room that would be nice to have a ladder in.
Yay! To answer a question in chat, does Boomstick not work on overworld bombable spots? So, in order to bomb open an overworld spot with the Boomstick, you need the enemy to be literally standing right in front of the spot, and you have to kill the enemy with the Boomstick. It can't just be, you know, a flesh wound.
Triforce and level 1 acquired for Warpath. He ran into a room with blue dark notes, got locked in, and decided, no thanks.
That's actually really handy for him, unless he thinks he has to come back later.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a time sink.
And I mean, it's not the first time that the item placement shuffle thing would have gotten runners. It's, unless you have actually played Second Quest a few times, it's one of those things you just don't think about it first.
Without access to some kind of travel, though, it is a little bit of a walk.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Ellendar is gonna... I think he was thinking about a world wrap, maybe. He was heading down towards that ladder spot. Here's the best thing about Boomstick. It doesn't matter if it's a bomb dropper or not. You're going to have a ton of forces. And yep, we're gonna get a world wrap from Ellendar to go ahead and pick up the heart off the coast. And I imagine we might see him go back into level 2 to try to wrap that up. Oh, Zora, don't be a jerk. Yay! Nicely done, Ellendar. So
Definitely not easy.
Yeah, I can get the screen scroll, but I can't actually get the ladder part. Because I can't seem to figure out how to line up correctly on the ladder.
We had somebody, I think it might have been Random Effect, who got kind of stuck out in the water for a little while.
Yeah, it can be if you can't, and especially if you've got things shooting at you, you're trying to dodge them. And, like, you're trying to get the clip right, and it's just like, alright, game, really? You couldn't just put levers on the screen like normal?
I mean, at least it's not like Zelda 3 style, where you take a single hit and you're kind of stuck in the water now.
Oh, really? I don't really know enough of the Zelda 3 or Zelda 2 glitches, for that matter.
Yeah, I think if you do stuff without flippers, you can get stuck if you get hit sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it sends you right back to the closest bit of land, and sometimes it's a place where you're not actually supposed to be, so it's like a soft lock and you have to up an A. Now I remember, I'm sorry. Alright, we're back in level 2.
Warpath's investing in some Coca-Cola.
I like this. He did manage to get a bomb drop, which means he can finish up Death Mountain.
Got a clock in the Pancake Chevy room.
Let's see. Level 2. We're looking for actually a room. We're looking for the Gliok room, the one that has the 2 shoulders on top and then the 2 blocks on the bottom.
Yeah, haven't seen it yet. Quite a few more rooms to explore. And only got 1 key.
Well, we're gonna see if this wall bombs. I don't remember if he actually hit it with the boomstick. And Ellendar's gonna grab the Triforce and maybe go back in.
Well,
it's a hard call. Like we haven't, so we are still missing 3, which we found that we have the Triforce for. I don't think we've seen 5, but we have found everything else except for 8.
yeah, I think no sight of 3, 5, or 8. You're right.
And given that we know that items are shuffled, we're probably going to need those. It looks like he's going to go ahead and explore just a little bit more here.
Okay, now he's definitely bombed that wall.
Yeah, he's hit that quite a few times. So again, it's important to remember with the boomstick, you have to make sure that the bomb, in theory, actually hits the other side of the wall.
So going down into the chutes is not very useful, but got a choice of key doors that doesn't push and it doesn't bomb.
I would definitely try bombing to the left here, as WARPATH is gonna, the right here, as WARPATH is gonna find level 5. Now this looks like a giant Z. There's going to be 2 transport staircases, and nope, it's not Blackout WARPATH, it's just the pallet. Push the block here, because Second Quest loves to put standing items in push block rooms.
This is one of my favorite palettes, the one in 5, though.
The purple, I don't mind it as much because it helps, like, sometimes with your sword is not going to blend in with the floor. Because there's a couple of the colors that it just makes it really difficult to see. We're going to find the transport staircase here in level 2 for Ellendar. We have a staircase here for WARPATH, but again, there are going to be 2 transport staircases and 1 item staircase.
Looks like it took Ellendar to the technically not a one-way.
Oh, well, I mean, at the very least, he could walk out this side, so that could actually be how it gets you to the rest of the level.
Yeah, you've been in that room.
Because otherwise, we hadn't figured out... Oh, okay. We have... I would assume that's a slightly beefy manhandler, because it didn't go down to a single bomb, or a single wand hit. Alright, WARPATH doing a good job of using the bubbles here to his advantage to make sure that he has a sword when he leaves this transport staircase.
Oh, and we found the 4-block room.
In level 2?
Yes. Well, also in level 5.
Oh, alright, there we go. We have the ending key. Wow, this is good. This is really good for Ellendar. We've got the ending key out of level 2. No, it's not really progression, but it's amazing, and you definitely want that.
And still could locate the heart in here and make sure heart shuffle's still off.
Yeah, it's still a smaller dungeon, so if you have any kind of a hint that heart shuffle might be on, it is worth checking. So let's see, the floor drop again. We're looking for the Gliok room in level 2.
And there
That one, right there. There you go. Oh, well, alright. Really good combat, so... Oh. Alright, just gotta dodge the... Oh, alright. Anyway, I think we're gonna see Ellendar maybe go back in, take another try at this at least.
It seems like the flag that shuffles bosses between dungeons may be off.
Yeah, because that was... It should have been a Gliok in a Gliok room, so... And we had an Aquamentus in an Aquamentus room. So let me see. 5. We're looking for another Gliok room for the heart. The compass will be in a black floored room. The map's in an NSU.
Well, this is an MSU.
Yeah, this could be good for WARPATH. I mean, the map's not going to do you a lot of good unless you are not familiar with the second quest levels. But it will get that shutter door open and gets him to his Triforce. Alright, round 2 with the Gliok. Now, sadly, the wand fire does not, or the wand bombs do not actually damage the Gliok. You have to hit it with the tip of the wand. Ellendar does a great job, and he's going to have his heart.
Up to 9 hearts and done in level 2.
Yay! We're on the road again. Alright, so far we've had hearts in heart rooms, so I think I'm kind of almost ready to say Heart Shuffle is not on. As Ellendar is going to go into level 6. We might as well. We're up here. It's, you know, if we get it done and over with, that's great. As WARPATH gets the Triforce at a level 5.
Yeah, with how much the guide for drop rooms is paying off, the dungeon drops don't seem to be shuffled, and all the hearts are where we're expecting them to be so far.
Yeah, so this is one of those things I hadn't actually made yet until a fairly easy seed race with the guys, and Syscrusher was just like, so all of the drops were actually in their vanilla rooms, and I was like, okay, because he finished this seed in like an hour and 10 minutes, and I was wondering how. Alright, level 6. We're looking for, the map is going to be in the middle of the rectangle moat. The heart is going to be in a 4 BMOS. That's a very vanilla compass.
Yeah, I saw that on WARPATH's screen already, I believe.
And staircase-wise, if it's a vanilla staircase, it's going to be the weird bracket stair. Alright, good job for WARPATH here, killing these Wizrobes to find another staircase. Alright, this is the second transport staircase in level 5, unless this is the one he took the first time and I missed it.
I don't think so. Yeah, this is new. Hi, Gliak.
Yeah, that would be a heart. Alright, Ellendar is going to take an unfortunate death to some of these Wizrobes. This could be the heart in 5. Oh, no, we're going to get some bombs, though. Those are also very good. This will be the map for Ellendar. Oh, wait, this is the heart in 5. It's going to be the Gliak.
Yeah.
So, the problem with my chart, I forgot to put numbers on it, and 5 and 6 are the same color in vanilla. So it makes it a little difficult. It's like, wait, which one's this? Alright, Ellendar with that ending key does not have to worry about opening up all these doors, and he can pretty much just walk in and go, I don't care, this is not a vanilla drop room.
Yeah, definitely going to be carving up some of these larger dungeons now. Because we found the Big Shield in level 5.
So, Big Shield is kind of, you know, a little, it's a little divisive, I guess. Some people will not pick it up like me. One, I don't remember to turn in the direction of the fireball. So it's basically worthless. And it interferes with lining up for block clipping, which screen scrolling, which I already have a hard time with. But if you actually, this is the item. If it's vanilla.
Well, it probably...
Oh, that's actually the vanilla item room in 6. Right down to the 5er sitting on the floor.
Well, there might be another one of those.
Hey, this gets us the compass, which is nice.
The Triforce is all the way up at the end of the...
okay.
Brontosaurus neck.
Yeah, the whatever in the heck this is. WARPATH's gonna find another heart. Now, guys, you're gonna have to bear with us. As happens a lot during tournaments, the tracker is taking a small nap. It is tired and cranky, so it'll be a while before we can update things. And I don't mean Diesel. He's amazing.
Yeah, the tracker human is perfectly fine.
Yeah, the tracker program is like, I don't wanna.
Alright, just cleaved our way through that wall. I have a path to the Triforce.
Yeah, that's always helpful. We're gonna get another bomb drop here. Now, I think there were a couple of rooms that Ellendar didn't get a chance to check when he came through the transport staircase, but I'd almost grab the Triforce and then go back in, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's got some things near the top, left over the tops of the R&D columns.
Alright, we're gonna get the Triforce at a level 6 for Ellendar. At this point, we don't have a bow. We don't have silvers. So I would maybe give some serious consideration to digging level 6.
Yeah, a bow is, well, you need it.
Same with silvers. They're both very, very required. Looks like Ellendar is going to screen scroll over to vanilla level 5. Maybe we'll get a... Maybe he didn't check this before, or maybe we just didn't see that the white sword might be up here. Hey! White sword. One screen away from vanilla. Yay!
Simultaneous white swords.
Woohoo! I like this. This is good. To answer a question in chat, can the bow be in 9? So...
It depends.
Yes, it's a bit of an explanation. As long as the bow is not blocking any Triforces or items required to find other dungeons, then yes, the bow in fact can be in 9 if the important items in 9 flag has rolled on.
So you have to get important items in 9 to roll on, and then the game needs to put the bow in 9.
Yes, which means that there are a lot of, there's a lot of contingencies. So it's not usually something that runners are going to want to take a big gamble on, because if you're wrong, you're really wrong.
Now, it has happened a couple times, so it's not impossible.
Yep, it has. It actually happened in one of the SG, just the weekly race. The important items in 9 flag had rolled on for that. It was on in the flag set, and a lot of people just assumed that the bow wasn't going to be in there.
Well, we got that's 5, okay.
So, we're still missing 3. We're still missing 8, but we have seen 9. Now, Big Shield is here in 5. I don't know if we see Ellendar take that.
Maybe. I think it was a meme a couple weeks ago.
Oh, about the big shield thing? Oh, no. Well, here's the good news. We can kill the bunny with the wand tip, but we will not be able to touch the blue bubble until we unfreeze that room.
Yeah, it deactivates the bubbles, which unfortunately means even the good bubble.
Yeah, you can't hug the blue bubble when he's frozen. And apparently the Alan Heffley is saying that the important items in 9 flag rolling on actually happened to him and WARPATH in their round 1 race. Alright, we got the map in the map room. We're not far from, the Triforce. There we go.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, we may or may not be on our way. We already know that the item in here is not necessary to complete the game, but Ellendar does not.
It's actually kind of nice that level 8's been hiding, because we just have all these resources now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I like having boomstick and white sword and book and any key. It's fantastic. Ladder. And yeah, guys, as soon as the tracker kicks back in, we'll try to get things updated, but it could take a while. Alright, that I believe is a transport staircase up to the top section of the 5.
You would be correct.
Bow and Silvers were apparently both in level 9 in their round 1 race. Yep, That's where you just go, thanks, Randomizer, you're a jerk.
Yeah, just a little bit. Although that could be a heck of a bet.
Hey, apparently the tracker woke up and I did not notice, so... Sorry, Diesel. I was just kind of covering all the bases there. This, I think, is the big shield. Yep.
Yep, we are picking it up.
I mean, again, it's a free item. I don't think I'd ever buy it in a race, but every so often, if it's just sitting there for free, then yeah, I'll grab it. There is the wand for Warpath. This is going to be a really big help because now he has the wand instead of just the candle fire. Alright, now the Alan Heffley is only... I'm not the Alan Heffley, Ellendar! See, I got all sorts of confused now. Ellendar, they're both actually Z2R runners. He is going to go ahead and buy the hints. We know that they are true now because we just got a community hint out of the hint shop.
Yeah, there we go. Mixed hints.
So, if he goes back and buys any more of those hints, every actual hint you get is going to be true, but there's a fairly decent chance it's just going to be a bunch of jokes.
And those were a little pricey.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I think he did an up a save, but I wasn't 100% sure. Because this is kind of similar to Z3R, where if you up a save back to the beginning of the game, you can kind of save scum your hint money or keys. Alright, we got the Triforce and 4 for Warpath. He's already gotten the wand. I don't know that he's seen the boomerang just yet.
And yes, confirm that was an up A save. Check the tapes.
Okay, so he could, Ellendar in theory, could save scum the hints. Are we, what's there another hint shop all the way over here?
I think I might have seen a second set of prices, but I couldn't tell you where they were.
Because we know it's not a straight up, okay, we need a recorder for that. That's what I was about to say. I was a little confused why Ellendar was coming up here. The only way that will still be a cave is if you have a straight first quest overworld. Alright, we got the Triforce pickup here out of level 4 for Warpath. Do we go back in looking for the banana?
Yeah, and I think Ellendar would have narrowed down the overworld by now because seeing that first quest 9 didn't bomb, but maybe doesn't know about the specifics of that spot.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things that until you check, like, sometimes it's good to check early in a race, because if you start on that side of the screen, that is the easiest way to see if you've got a vanilla first quest overworld. Ellendar is gonna go ahead, go back into this level 6 to dig out the staircase item, which is a good plan. It could be whatever is blocking the other levels on the overworld. Because he's already bombed Death Mountain, we've already seen every burn bush, you know, we're down to Recorder and Raft and Power Bracelet at this point. With the exception of the 2 ladder spots that are in second quest on the river. Because if we come out of level 6 with something like a banana or a staircase heart, then that is the first place I would be going.
Yeah, I think Ellendar might have gotten back around to them. Not sure. Yeah, okay.
Alright, chat's saying that you are right, and he did check them.
Yeah, he did have to walk by them once, but did come back.
Warpath is going to go back into level 2. This is good for him because it will get him the any key, and he needs the Triforce out of here. This, I think, is the item room, maybe? Yep. Oh! Okay, what have we not seen? There's a floor item in 4. I don't think we saw the heart in 4, but there either has to be a level that we can get to, or there is going to be, yeah, we haven't seen, we're looking for, okay, 7. He's got to go into 7, alright.
Yeah, I don't think this key door was anything. I think Warpath was in here.
Alright, so if we're in level 7, our compass... Hold on, let me count. Alright, we are again looking for a heart in the Gleeok room. The map will be in an upside, like the moat on the top side of the room. Compass is going to be in a 5 pair. And Triforce room, and then since our staircases aren't vanilla, then we have to find the staircase. Well, there's a lot in here.
And we'll probably have to go in some because of the spiral nature of 7.
Yeah, a lot of times you have to take a staircase to get into like this tiny little minute section of 7, unless the game is feeling remarkably kind and leaves us a power bracelet, raft, or recorder somewhere near the start.
And yes, both items on the tracker and for the wand and the bloomerang were both in staircases.
Yep, second quest 4 ends up with 2. Here's that mugger. I like that Ellendar's going to pay him with money. He's 1 heart away from potentially being mags eligible. Plus, he's got the money. There's our compass. We don't really need it, but sure.
Yeah, unfortunately the timing on the white sword pickup meant we didn't get any information about whether the requirement rolled anywhere.
I just assume that the game's not going to let me have it, so... And yeah, we haven't been able to find levels 3 or 8, so one of them is at the very least blocked by Raft, Power Bracelet, or Recorder. Alright, we got a free bubble staircase here in 7. And there we go, that's our Recorder.
And that's our answer.
Yeah, it's got to be the answer to either 3 or 8 or both.
That is a Mega Man song, but I don't remember which one.
This is Recorder to Unbeaten Dungeons. He's on a raft spot.
Nice.
Yeah, that's got to be the raft spot. Okay, so this is good for Ellendar. He is going to go ahead and dig level 3 because, well, there's a power bracelet that could be blocking 8. But yeah, it's beaten new locations. Now 3 is shaped like a big L, and then there's 2 rooms all by themselves off to the other side.
And there'll also be a bait block somewhere in here.
Now, Ellendar is going to go ahead and pick up the Triforce. He doesn't actually need it. So he might be rolling the dice that one of the very, very many, recorder spots is blocking his level 8. We can check this one.
There are a lot of them on First Quest Mixed.
I would whistle that. He's gonna see if it's unbeaten. Okay. Maybe he didn't remember that he had started with the Triforce from 3. He is going back into 5, which he's already beaten. Well, thanks, game. That was lovely of you. We unfortunately have to leave the screen before the whistle will come back.
I guess tornadoes also get frozen by clocks.
They do. But it was more the fact that as the tornado was coming through the screen, he got bopped. I think he also picked up the clock. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why are we going back into 7? Okay. Oh, I like this. We're going to be over near the desert. There's 3 recorder spots over here. But I mean, it's worth noting, I think I would have probably dug level 3. We started with the bait. We've got free meat. And you recorded there, so, you know, it's worth checking, though. I think that does make that one of the items in level 8 is going to be the raft, as WARPATH gets his inning key.
Yeah, no items found in 3. Ellendar just took the Triforce and ran.
Yeah, but that does, since we whistled to 3, we know that the raft has to be an 8. Because otherwise there is no way to get there. Hey, we got another large secret for Ellendar. He's pretty close to blue ring money. Or actually, he might have it already. As WARPATH is going to go back into level 6. Well, basically what this means is that there's a 50-50... Well, at this point, there's still 2 items in level 9. And there's 1 item in 8 because one of them has to be the raft. And there's 1 item in 3. I would much rather dig level 3. It is teeny, teeny, tiny. Especially compared to Second Quest 8, which is a bunch of staircases and pain.
You might not have wanted to get picked up by that tornado.
To answer your question in chat, doesn't Blue Ring always cost at least 230? I'm not sure what the minimum number for Blue Ring at Ellendar Whistle. There you go. I'm not sure what the minimum is, but usually... Oh, well, there we go. 8 was hiding in plain sight this entire time. But yeah, there's a minimum for the Blue Ring, but I normally see it anywhere from like 240 to 255. Wow.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, if this is Triforce in the next room, then this is a very kind seed. That's Silver Arrows 2 or 3 rooms into level 8.
It's Second Quest 8, it had to give us something.
Yeah, we do have to dig Second Quest 8. So here's the point where you stop looking for item staircases, because we're going to know that the next item in here we find is going to be the raft. I probably would have pushed that, but it's okay. If you can block clip, you can get around it. Alright, so this dig is actually really good for WARPATH. He is hopefully going to find his bow here in level 6, and then that will send him to level 7, which will get him the recorder. As long as he goes back in.
Which he should, because what else are you going to do?
I mean, at this point, you have to know that you're missing something, so it is worth thinking about digging. Yep, there we go, WARPATH.
You got like 2 choices.
Yeah, it's either 6 or 7. And you gotta love the fact that you can just, you know, hit the Dodongos in the head with the wand and stab them and you're done.
Got a heart in level 8, then is up to 10 for Ellendar.
Alright, he is gonna go ahead and clear this because it could be a potential transport staircase. And WARPATH has got to find the... It was I believe it was a transport staircase on the other side of a walk-through wall that took you up into that section of 6, or he just needs to go north here.
Yeah, one of the things making things difficult is you need a way into the shoot room.
Yeah. To answer a question in chat, yes, level 9 is in the Vanilla Secrets Cave right off the river, down near the Woodsword Cave.
There were some Dark Notes earlier. There were Dark Notes at the very top of level 1, I believe it was.
Now, Ellendar is trying to, yep, good candle boost through the orange bubble, so he gets to keep his sword.
Not interested in that transport.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would want to check all of the rooms I could get to. I don't know that I'd be clearing this, because again, we're just looking for the Triforce. Or at least we should just be looking for the Triforce.
And Triforce, highly likely to be in a Triforce room.
Unless, you know, the game is just being super trolly today. Alright, WARPATH needs to go, I think, to the right here, and that's going to get him his bow. Ooh, bomb upgrade. I mean, you got 227 rupees. I would be highly tempted, but we do have boomstick, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Did a bit of a double take there.
Yeah. I mean, I think he made the right choice in the end. Because he is within, like, a couple of fivers, as Warpath's going to get his bow and be happy that he dug level 6, and this should tell him he needs to head back to 7. Which is conveniently 2 screens over.
Yeah, that is helpful at least.
There's the map of this lovely and wonderful second quest 8. Yay!
And you pick up the bow and you think, wait a minute, I can't open any of these overworld spots with arrows.
Yeah, no, doesn't really help at all.
Which one was it again? It was the last one.
Yeah. I hate when I do that. I'm like, I forget. I haven't been here in forever.
Somehow managed to miss the raft, I think.
Hey, there we go. Well, I mean, we don't really need it. We in theory, if we hadn't started with the Triforce out of level 3, we would have had to dig the raft out of this 8. But that's one of the features of this flag set is that we start with 2 random Triforces, and sometimes that works out really well for us. All right, Smile, what are we looking for here in level 9?
Well, we're gonna be looking for our final boss named Ganon. He makes a fair bit of noise. He'll be audible from any of the 4 cardinal directions around the room that he is standing in. And as well, we're going to be looking for Princess Zelda, who is locked away in a room, probably her own room at this point, which you can find by finding a room with a single shutter door that does not open when all the enemies in the room are defeated.
Okay, so another thing that it might be really worthwhile to look for in this level 9 is a dark floored room. You find that, clear it, because there is a pretty good chance that your compass is going to be in there. We've got a roar. Now, Ellendar, I believe, has... Oh, game is a jerk. Oh, this is another thing that can actually troll you. You need to push that block. We are in a second quest dungeon set, which means that that block can push, because in second quest, the spiral staircase has a push block.
I love second quest.
I don't. I really, really don't. Plus, given that we're probably about to walk into Ganon's room and find Ganon in Ganon's room, that has a high probability of not being Zelda, because the entrance to the room for Zelda is going to be on the bottom. Especially since Ganon's in his room. Ellendar he's doing okay with the hits here. He's not taking a lot of damage. He does have the potion. He's going to go ahead and use it to make sure he doesn't take a pile driver to the face.
Ow.
Yeah, I mean, Ganon's a jerk. He doesn't quite understand that hugs should not be painful.
Yeah,
Good job, Ellendar.
People like that.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really know their own strength. Now, I understand he's probably going to check the room below him. Yep.
Just rule these out really quick. Oh,
yeah, sadly not Zelda. I would go back through Ganon's room and check the room directly to the north.
I guess we're walking.
I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, again, if all the Triforces have been in Triforce rooms, all of the items have been in item rooms, then it is worth checking to see if Zelda's in Zelda's room first. And to answer a question in chat, no, in second quest, this is a push block room. So the reason that door did not open is because after clearing the room, you have to push the middle block right next to the door. It's a feature of second quest. So,
yeah.
So are the one-way staircases. Yay. Meanwhile, Warpath is progressing through this level 7, trying to find his recorder.
It looked like it dumped him off in the water. That's pretty rude.
Yeah, that's never nice. But thankfully we have a ladder, so it's not like an instant soft lock. And yeah, the first time you see that in Second Quest, it can be a little confusing because you're not used to that type of a room unless you've played the vanilla game or run the vanilla game. You're not used to that having to be a thing.
Yeah, vanilla kind of has like nice guarantees that Second Quest just rips up and ignores.
Yeah, that's why most Second Quest issues bring out lots of monkeys from Fred. Alright, Warpath needs to go. I want to say the recorder is in that 9-room chunk over in the middle of 7.
Yeah, I think it was the O column. Oh.
Alright, well, she's in the northwest. Now, if I'm Ellendar, I want to get as low as I can and start working my way up north. Because again, Zelda's room is only going to be accessible unless the randomizer's being a super troll. It's going to be accessible from the bottom. This is a staircase because that skeleton had a bomb pack.
Oh, hello, Petra.
Okay, here we go. We're back to start. This isn't super terrible, though. It is kind of worth noting that the location of Ganon's room, if I'm picturing it correctly on the map, means that Zelda can't be above him. Because if it was southwest, then that's too far north. Because it's a 4x4 chunk that determines each quadrant.
Well, it is above this. Ganon's room was above that room that Ellendar just left. So in the R column, you would be west.
Yeah, but is it more than 4 up from the bottom? Because if he's supposed to be southwest, then Zelda's room has to be within the 4x4 chunk on the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh, well, I think that's confirmed not her anyway, because that's an open door over there.
Because, yeah, that kind of rules that out. So if you realized after you left the Ganon fight that you didn't check that room and you were worried about it, you don't have to be worried about it anymore. Alright, Warpath continuing to try to find his recorder here in 7. I didn't see what happened, but it looked like he got sent back to the start screen. Maybe he got shuttered in with something he couldn't kill, or a one-way stare, or something like that.
It was also pretty deep in, so maybe just none of what he was finding was helping him get in the middle.
Yeah, well, he has bow and arrows, but I don't believe this was the recorder. I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think Ellendar was out of here pretty quickly.
Yeah, Ellendar took a pretty quick path here in 7. Maybe he just took a lucky staircase. And apparently I have it backwards, and it's northwest for Zelda.
Yeah,
So-
northwest, so it could be the ear.
Yep. Oh, I love when they're in the ear. That cracks me up.
That does not bomb.
Yeah, but did he try walking against it? Because again, we're in Second Quest. All right, so it's kind of helpful that we have the most tracker programs. Sorry, I'm getting cat attacked. Most tracker programs will actually have the maps kind of built in for you, so you can kind of get a good idea of what you're looking at, even if you don't find the map in the level.
Yeah, you can just be like, hey, paste that Second Quest 9 on there for me.
Yeah, pretty much. It's amazing.
So I think this can be a northwest room.
Yes,
up.
this can, especially since we couldn't walk into it. So never mind, I was completely backwards, and it is in fact Zelda. That's awesome. Let's get some GGs in chat, guys, for Ellendar.
First place finisher with a time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 22 seconds.
All right, and how much do you want to bet he's never going to leave a Ganon room without checking all the shutter doors that are attached to it again?
Seems pretty likely.
And I think we've all done it. Like, it's just one of those, it's like a rite of passage.
Alright, WARPATH has found the recorder in level 7. Where you're hearing is music random, by the way.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right, guys, we have had a forfeit from WARPATH and a GG's in the race room. We're going to see if both of them wish to join us here in a second. And GG's and welcome to Ellendar.
Hey, GG. This is a little embarrassing at the end.
Well, I got the hint backwards. So when you found the hint about where she was, I read it as southwest. So I was like, oh, that means that the room above Ganon can't possibly be Zelda. And then chat corrected us.
Yeah, I saw the northwest hint. I don't know why. I just didn't think to check that room. But I got the hint, and I'm like, okay, well, let me go up there and look at it. And then immediately, when I couldn't get into the left ear, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, because it's either the one random transport staircase or it's going to be the one right above right above Ganon. But that was an incredibly well played seed from both of you. Welcome and GG's to WARPATH.
Hey, GG's Ellendar, nice run.
Hey, GG's. So how about that boomstick?
Well, unfortunately, so it was kind of a tale for a while there of you went for offense, and I was very happy to see that. And WARPATH went for defense, and I was also very happy to see that. So if we could have just like combined the two, it would have been a lot faster.
I thought about going for the blue ring, but I just get to use the boomstick so infrequently that I had to.
But yeah, the blue ring let him hang in there in quite a few of those bubble whiz robe mixed just garbage rooms that were in a couple of these different levels. So it was a very good call because it kept you alive longer. It was just unfortunate that the game decided you had to go into 7, dig 7, and get a recorder.
Yeah, you know, it was the typical I went the wrong way. Seems to happen a lot, but you know that's randomizer, luck of the draw.
Well, it's also, there are 80 gazillion staircases in Second Quest 7 and 8, so you just kind of got to get lucky.
Yeah, two of the easiest places to get turned around.
Though, I do have a question for Ellendar. Ellendar, were you looking for the second item in level 8?
I don't remember, actually. I remember I got a little bit confused right at the end, because like I was stuck. I got the flute out of 7, which is the only place left to go. And I'm like, okay, well, let me blow this flute, because maybe it's uncompleted dungeons, and just I'll be there. And it took me to the raft block spot, and I was like, oh, this. And I looked at it; it was a dungeon, and I'm like, oh, and this must be it. And the Triforce was like right there at the beginning. And by the time I picked it up, I'm like, wait a second, this is 3.
Yeah, I actually had said the same thing. I was like, oh, well, we haven't been here yet. So it's recorded unbeaten. And then you walked in, it was 3. And it was like, oh. And then I was like, oh my God, we didn't dig 3. I'm like, what if we have to come back here? But that's what kind of clued us into the fact that the raft was going to have to be in level 8 because there was no other place for it to have the seed be beatable.
Yeah, I remember I didn't put that together in my head now that I think of it, because I think I was checking stairs towards the end there thinking maybe the second item will be, because I had found everything else. I was thinking maybe it would be the red ring, and I could really use that. But no, it definitely couldn't have been the red ring. It had to have been the raft. You're correct.
Yeah, because there wouldn't have been a way to get into level 3 otherwise. And the game, it doesn't. So the game, it's kind of funky the way the logic works. So it will take into account if the Woodsword Blocks flag is on. It takes into account what the Armos item and the ladder item is if the Armos is a ladder. Or it will take into account that you have a candle, which can determine, where it places the wood sword with that flag, but it doesn't ever take into account yet. Knock on wood. It doesn't take into effect the Triforces you start with, so it's always going to guarantee that the seed is beatable.
Yeah, I hadn't put that together in my head, but
So help us the day that Fred figures out how to make it do that,
I'm sure he will.
or put all Patras in every single room in every single level.
People have had some lovely suggestions the last couple days. So
Oh yeah. There's. So it's kind of nice though that there are a few little, from what I understand, some programming limitations, and Fred likes to, think about the runners. So some of them we might be saved from. But yeah, so this is definitely an interesting seed. You needed to get the ladder out of 1 in order to complete 2 and get your any key, which came in handy pretty much in every level. And then you needed to go into 7, and I want to say there were a few Chevy rooms in there as well. So the game's kind of assuming that you've already been to 1 to get, just to get your ladder in order to get everything else pretty much in the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's the puzzle. Once I saw that Chevy room in 2, I think it was in 2. I knew the ladder had to be first. So
yeah,
I was
with
hoping it was
the
not 7, because that would have screwed me.
Well, I think I'm trying to remember where the recorder was in 7 exactly. If it was on the other side of a Chevy room, possibly.
I don't remember. I had just picked it up not too long before the forfeit. So,
But yeah, there were just there. It was kind of funny, and then it was just here, go into this level you don't really have to go into to get your recorder to find your last level, which turns out to be a little bit of a spoiler. WARPATH underneath your start screen.
That was a bit embarrassing too. I up-A'd at some point after I got my flute, and I'm like, I'm gonna check all these flute spots, and I go checking a bunch of stuff, and then I game over, and I'm like, wait, I didn't check the start screen, and there it is. Like, no.
Yeah, I was like, Ellendar, you didn't whistle that. Ellendar, that's a whistle spot.
Well, if you gotta walk off the screen and back on. It's such a long distance.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going, okay. I mean, it makes sense. I knew you'd get back there eventually, but there are so many other whistle spots that it could have been. Oh, and I think that's kind of funny because it means that it was wait, where was Boomerang? Wooden Boomerang.
we didn't see it. It could be 3 or 9.
So we didn't see 3. We didn't see the item in 3. So that means that Power Bracelet was probably in 3 if we're following the logic of important items in 9 being off, and then it was Boomerang Red Ring in 9. I think. Maybe.
I'm just glad Scrap Metal was in 4, and I did not dig the rest of that out. I would have been upset.
Yeah, that level 4 was really nice. Like, you didn't really have to go very far. It was almost as nice as the level that had the any key, level 2. All the heart, the any key, and the Triforce were all in that bottom little section. You didn't really even have to go that far in.
You had that goofy double shoot room, though. That kind of...
Oh wait, sorry, I'm thinking of... Yeah.
I'm thinking of 1.
Yeah, I'm thinking of 1. Sorry, guys. It's been a day.
Yeah, 2 was a little scary because I only had the 1 key, and you had to go all the way up to the top and then take that column on the right all the way down. And I used my only key to get into it. And I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And then the next room immediately had a key, and I'm like, oh, nice. And then like a couple rooms later, there's the any key. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but you were smart with it. You saw the key doors that only led to 1 room, and you were like, okay, I'm going to make more value out of this, and took the one that actually mattered.
But yeah, sorry guys. I was thinking about the floor drops, and that's why my brain is automatically trying to say 2 instead of level 1.
Yeah, I spent some extra time into not knowing whether Heart Shuffle was on. I kind of had a suspicion it wasn't, but I didn't know for sure by that point.
See, we never saw a heart outside of a heart drop room, and I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but all of your item drops in the dungeons, they weren't shuffled. All of the heart rooms had hearts, all of the compass rooms had compasses, all of the map rooms had maps.
Yep, I was aware that was happening, but I do not know what those rooms are. I need to add them to my notes.
I went through and I took the maps from Order of the 8 and I just went and I copy pasted onto a blank paint document for every level what rooms they were, so that I can have not that I remember to look at it, but so that I can just have that open on the other monitor, because for the life of me, I didn't know what they were.
See, I'm one of those people that would rather have shapes than second quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, totally.
100%.
I would love to see more shapes.
Yeah, second
But
quest
that,
is the bane of my existence in this game.
I think there's a lot of people who would definitely agree with you there. But that does bring up a good question. So we're moving on into brackets next week, which switches to the best of 3 format. Have either of you guys given any thought to what you want your remorse flag to be, if you end up needing one?
I'm gonna be honest. I had actually. I mean, I guess I had actually looked at the the rules document. I mean, the remorse flags make sense. I really like shapes. I think almost certainly I would want to change it to shapes.
Yep, you can force shapes.
Yeah, as I guess my preference is for everything to be as unvanilla as possible, because I just don't know it well enough.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. I'm just like, I want to play a randomizer. So for me, I'm thinking it's going to actually be the items in the dungeons need to be shuffled. Because you can turn one flag in this flag string. From what I understand, you can turn one flag in the flag string to a solid yes. Or a solid no.
It's the same as last time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. But yeah, how about you, Warpath?
I definitely go with shapes because it evens the playing field a little bit more.
Yeah, it does, because it's kind of, you know, it's not a who's actually played vanilla and remembers it type thing.
Exactly, and you know, I mean, no offense to everybody that's way better out there, especially at vanilla. I'm at a disadvantage because I have a combat disadvantage. I know that, and that's just my lack of experience in the game. But like I said, I think that just evens it out a little bit more, and it does really more so define randomizer.
Yeah, I can completely agree with that one. I am the type that I want a ring. Before I even think about going to fight Ganon, I want a ring if I can get it. But all right, guys, I'll go ahead and ask if you have any final thoughts before we start talking about the rest of the matches that are occurring today. Yay!
Not for me, just GG's, and apologies for the mishap yesterday. I felt terrible about it. But you know, we just double check each other, like Fury said, and then it'll be all good.
Yep. GG's.
All right.
GG's, everybody have fun, and looking forward to brackets.
Yay, brackets! We get to do 3 races in 1 week. Woohoo! Well, potentially 3. But all right, guys. So coming up tonight here on Speed Gaming, we have Speed Gaming 4 in about a half an hour, if I'm doing my time conversions correctly.
You are.
We have Nintendo File Day versus Phoenix Ignition. On Speed Gaming 3, in an hour and a half, we have bbq.gov versus Ferran Burgundy. At the same time, over on Z1R Randomizer, we have Zardia versus Sharky. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 4, we have Vincent246 versus Potato Failure. And on Speed Gaming 3 at 11 p.m., we have Caffey JD versus Chess Jerk.
And all good matches today.
Oh yeah, there's no skimping on the Zelda today. It's going to be awesome.
Well, thank you all in tracking and commentary, and we'll see you in Z1R land.
Yay! But all right, I just want to echo Warpath there and thank Smile Fires for doing the commentary with me tonight, and Diesel Pilot for not only getting us set up in the background, but for being our tracker and hitting all those wonderful buttons, especially when the program decides it's taking a nap.
And thanks and GG's to Ellendar and Warpath for racing as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but everybody have a great night, and we'll see you later.